Welcome, everybody, to Ballin' Idols 2010, Week 3, Lawrence.com's Caw Valley Kickball podcast. We're joined this week, as always, by Erin Airbear Adam.
What? Nah, it's 2022. This is preseason KVKL, and at the time of this recording, it is 36 days until Kickball, which is May 15th. As a fun sneak peek, we are going Lady Whistledown. The views expressed are in no way a reflection of the standing board. This is complete tea time. Hot gossip, silly rumors, hearsay, the haps, and the WTFs. Nothing is finalized, set fact, guaranteed, or written in stone unless the board deems it so.
Sweet bitches.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to Caw Valley Kickball. This is a preseason podcast, and we are calling this Erin's Old School Tea Time. Welcome. I am Erin Airbear Adams. I will be your host, and as always, I'll go around the room and give you some names of the people in here. We've got almost summertime Stacy. We've got Ari Likes It Harder Oxter.
Yeah.
Harder.
Harder.
Chelsea Scandalous Scanlon.
That's me.
Lady Megan Hammond.
What up?
Betsy Traveling Turkey Skinner.
Hello.
And today we are just going to talk to you about things we've heard and may not have heard, and some of it might just be made up. Do what I want. We are going to play a drinking game, and play along with us if you'd like, because that's kind of what we do. This is a word drinking game. If you hear us say the word tea,
Drink. Clinkies. Oh, yeah. Out of teacups.
if you hear us talk about cougar,
Drink.
or we have a new word, listen carefully.
Zubalevich.
Drink.
So those are our words, and if you hear them, drink along with us, and we'll try to remind ourselves. So in the off season, the KVKL was able to get a lot of shit going, and they donated a lot of money to charity. Bert Nash was given $13,000, which is the biggest single donation KVKL's ever given.
Dang. Woo!
In the off season, they raised money through a booze raffle. We did a fall yard crew, and we didn't do pub crawl this year because we're in the end of times, I hope, of COVID.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, like 10% pandemic left.
One can
maybe.
hope.
Yeah, one can hope. We will hope. And as always, KVKL is partnering with Cans of the Community. It is currently April, and they do their 5,000-pound can challenge. So if you have cans, please donate them to charity.
Where's some of those locations?
There are so many locations in Lawrence for those little blue can houses. The most notable one that's easiest to find is Mass Street on the Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's one at Checkers. They're around town. You'll see them. It's a little blue metal house. Upcoming events, which should be really fun. There's a KVKL yard sale and plant sale April 16th, which is next week.
1 week.
And the money for that is going to the Mitchell family and Ryan Kernut's family. I'm not sure the amount on either, but spring money will be going to those two things. As some of you may know, we lost a member of the league. And I'm an emotional bitch. And the Mitchell family is struggling with the health of their daughter, Olive.
Yeah.
So, thoughts and prayers. This year's charity is the House of McCoy. And they are a new charity, which we talked about in last year's Kickballs for All podcast. So here's a reminder of what they do.
So this is McCoy's philosophy. We believe that trans rights are human rights. The House of McCoy is a community hub for queer and trans youth of Lawrence. The need for community is now more important than ever. They strive to build a community that allows queer and trans youth to thrive, where they can be themselves, explore their passions, and be seen as valued for all that they are. We value no string-attached giving model, giving that is immediate and agile to meet the ever-evolving need of our most marginalized populations. The House of McCoy seeks to provide a safe space for the queer and trans youth to be in community and learn with one another and supportive adults. Safety is one of our top priorities. While all queer and trans folks are welcome, our organization holds Black, trans, poor, disabled women, and youth at the center.
So a very worthy charity. It is houseofmccoy.org, HAUS of OF, McCoy, MCCOY.org. And they're located just downtown Lawrence. So keep it in mind, it is the charity for the summer season. Another cool thing about this, what else are we doing? Did I skip something? New board members, right? Okay. That's next. The first new board member is Mike. We'll get it.
Zubalevich.
Drink. Mike Zubalevich. Zubalevich. Everybody say it. Zubalevich.
And then drink again.
And then drink a lot. That's a fucking hard name to say. And so here's some deets about the new board member. Mike has been in Kansas City since September of 2021. He is an investigator for the FDA, focusing mostly on pharmaceuticals. He's been playing kickball since 2012 on traveling kickball teams. He's lately been traveling with the Bad Astra, traveling 365 team.
Daddy.
He ran the rim to rim to rim of the Grand Canyon last year. It's 48 miles.
Who does that? Who does that?
This guy, which is like rock climbing and running. He says he's more of a rock climber, mountaineer. Like, goddamn, dude, try hard. But if you've seen his calves, you get it, right? He plans on doing an 11 mountain peak route in under 24 hours this July. It's called the Cirque of the Towers Traverse. And he is a first-generation American. His
America.
Sorry. His parents and his sister were born in Poland, and he has a fraternal twin brother. And he plays for KVKL, Love Garden, and for City League he plays with Brutang. Zubalevich. That's 3. Drink or drink. Serious about this, guys. Trash by the time we leave.
Zubalevich.
Drink. Wonderful. Our next board member that's new to the league, or not new to the league, new to the board, is Clint Curtis. And he's been around since 2011. I'm pretty sure he's only played for Cork and Barrel, Cork Suckers. They've had a couple of their names. I'm sure they've rotated their names around.
The no-mams.
Oh, God. You will often see him wearing a wrestling or cycling onesie when he plays Game of the Week, which is dope. He's
Slinglet.
Singlet. Slinglets.
I think a slinglet is like
Something strippers wear.
That's like Borat.
Yeah, it's what strippers wear those.
Oh.
Yeah. It is in the sex toy aisle. There you go, Clint. I challenge you to wear that to Game of the Week. He is a manager at Cork and Barrel, and which is obviously our favorite liquor store in town. Be on the lookout for KVKL beer specials this summer. Clint likes to go on long runs and walks on the beach and serenade big crowds with his friends. Or you could say he's a long distance runner and does big marathons and things. He's also a member of the Lawrence Civic Choir, and he's BB's dad dog dad. Hey, BB, we love BB. He plays for Host Smash in City League, and he's married to past board member Jana Banana.
Yeah, Jana.
So he's got experience under his belt.
He's also who you go to for balls. If you need balls.
True, yes.
Buy my balls.
He's a ball guy.
Balls czar.
Balls. And I believe balls are $10 for 1, 15 for 2, and 20 for 3. So
And that price has never changed.
I mean, why should it?
Wow.
It should. It definitely should. Inflation and all.
I was just going to say, he's a master of inflation.
He is a master of inflation. I love it. So good. Okay, and rumor has it, a current board member is hoping to step down and has a shadow, like I did when I stepped down.
Wait, is that some tea?
That is.
That is some tea. Have a drink.
I'm going to need a new drink. And that person may or may not be Mr. Sean Meredith, who just found out he's in full remission from his throat cancer.
Yay! Have a drink for that. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo, that's some hot tea right there.
So,
Cheers for everybody. Otherwise, it's bad luck.
thank you. Let's see, off-season non-KVKL highlights. Anybody? Anything good happened to your team or bad?
Well, I've got some off-season for the Lawrence, Kansas traveling teams. We have 3, in case you didn't know, 2 co-ed and 1 women's. The women's is Lisa Frank Kickball. You know us. We sell burritos sometimes. Hopefully we can bring that back for a Game of the Week burrito. selling. And also we have 2 co-ed teams, the Tempo, or just Tempo, and Bad Astra. We traveled twice. At the end of 2021, we went to New Orleans in December, where let's see, people got drunk. We had
really drunk.
We had fans from Lawrence just come to party and watch some kickball, and we let's see, Tempo and Bad Astra traveled all the way to New Orleans just to play each other in the Elite Eight.
Yep.
And it was a game that went into overtime. It went to extra innings, 1 extra inning, and then Tempo won by 1, I believe.
Yeah, it was a walk-off.
And then Tempo made it to the Final 4 in that. That was Bad Astra's first time in elimination rounds, I believe.
Yeah.
But they're a new team, and they started up at the at March of 2020, and we know what happened then. So they got 1 tournament in, and then the world shut down. Also in New Orleans, Lisa Frank might have brought a trophy home, and it might be on my mantle. And I might eat my cereal out of it every single day. So yeah.
How many balls have been in it?
Currently just the ball from my wedding that everybody signed is sitting in it. So.
Not Nick Lerner's.
No, Nick Lerner's balls have not
Nick Lerner
been
free.
to my house or in my trophy that I know
Don't
of.
let them near your trophies.
Don't try to sell your house.
And in New Orleans, that was the first tourney for Olivia Seamus?
Yeah.
Lemus? Sorry, Olivia. Liv, you're on my team, but I've had some drinks. So Olivia, that was her first tournament. And she balled out, as did Liz Carr. That was her first tournament as well. We went to Nationals, which is called CCC, the Circuit Cup Championship, 1 month later in Tampa. And let's see. I don't have much for the co-ed. I know Tempo made it to the first round.
Didn't Tempo have to play Bad Astra in a tournament recently?
We did. We played them again, and they were, of course, in our pool.
Were they in your pool?
Mhm.
I was looking at
Yep.
the things. I couldn't find that.
I thought I remembered watching that game.
Yeah, they were in our pool, and if I remember right, we didn't advance this time on Bad Astra, but Tempo did, and they did fairly well, I think.
They didn't make
in the
it.
tournament.
They went to the
They didn't.
Elite Eight.
They went to the Elite
Yeah,
Eight,
yeah.
but yeah.
And Lisa
Yeah,
Frank
so
went
cool.
to the Final 4 and lost by 1. And that was the furthest we've ever gotten at a national championship. So
Yay!
that was exciting. So
It was fun.
Ladies, woo.
that's all I got.
Okay, anybody else any fun off-season marries, divorces, moves, babies?
Lots of babies.
All the babies. So many babies.
We, on our team, we had our center fielder, Josh Siebert. He is now in the UK.
Playing another sport?
Yes, playing another sport. So he's working on his
Twitter.
master's degree in engineering and sustainable building design.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. So he got a scholarship to play football, and and he's playing football there. The season is now over, and he is going to play this summer with a semi-pro team.
You mean
I
soccer?
thought you were going to say posh
Football.
with posh
Football, American football.
American
There's American football and
Yes, there is American
learn
football.
something new every
I was
day.
hoping
That's
you were going to
awesome.
say he was going to come back and play on Poshwash instead
What-
of Harpies.
I will say he will be here for our charity tournament.
Ooh.
So we're really excited to see him. He's been gone since the end of the season last year. So he's hoping after, like the semi-pros to, stick around and have some opportunities to play in other European leagues over there too. Now he's so the semi-pro team is the Leicester Falcons. Yeah, for the British American Football Association. So we're pretty excited for him. He is a tight end and a linebacker.
Maybe we'll see him in the Super Bowl in a few years.
Yeah, that would be so awesome.
That's awesome.
And I know there's some babies on Honey Badgers. Honey Badgers had some babies.
Had some babies.
You got
Yeah.
some-
Baby honey badgers?
Badgers.
They don't give a shit. Honey badgers are cute.
Say any other breeding that we know of?
Oh gosh. Let's see. On the D holes, Hathaway had a baby. Was that in December? Ethan had a baby in September. Kelsey will be having a baby in July. I told her she could still play up until when her water breaks. I don't know if she's going to. I told her she's
sporty.
faster than everybody on the team, even when she's going to be 35 weeks pregnant. I was like,
Absolutely.
you're fine. You can play.
Sonia?
Had a baby.
Oh,
Janae
and David?
pregnant.
Janae's having her
pregnant.
second.
Yeah.
Nicole and Kenny had another baby.
Alba.
Alba.
Amber Alba's having.
She's pregnant again. Yeah.
Yes, and her babies are the cutest and have the
Aw.
biggest hair.
Like so
and
much
I'm
hair.
so excited.
So Kenny and Nicole had another baby.
Oh my
Really?
gosh, yes. The Frank Frank Flanders.
Frank Flanders.
Oh my God.
So cute.
Named after Lisa Frank Kickball, obviously.
Yeah, it was Corey Roberts from the Honey Badgers that had a baby girl.
Oh.
So.
You got any other tea in those emails there?
No, not on like that topic.
Thank
Not
you,
on
everyone,
babies.
for reproducing so we can have a league,
Have a league.
in 18 more years.
Mhm.
Thank you
I've
for...
done my part. It's time for all you people to start doing your part.
Start catching up to Stacy here.
That's right.
All right. If you have any other individual player accomplishments that you want shout outs for, put them on Facebook. We would love to cheer you on. Good job, everybody.
Oh, I will say, Ben says that his entire team teleported to an alternate reality where Muddy Waters, KTC, and Lawrence Shirt Factory don't exist, and they won a reality kickball championship. That was his team.
Sounds like he had a little bit to drink. Most recently in the off season, hey, how about them Jayhawks?
Woo,
Whoa! I'm never gonna get tired of saying that.
I think I just recovered today from that. Now this is going to fuck me up again.
I have an adrenaline
You're
hangover.
welcome.
Post House just got another one of its members married. Colin Keaty just recently got married too.
Yes.
So shout out to Colin
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Colin Keaty and his wife can throw a good wedding.
Keaty. Yeah, they look like it's a good time.
Yeah, we had to Uber home from downtown, and yeah, we got super fucked up. It was a good time.
That's awesome. Yeah, and Blake too. Blake
Blake
we've
Friedman
had
and
4
Nicole.
Simon and I, Blake, and then Keaty have all gotten married within the last year. So.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I forgot. I got married too.
Yeah, Ari got married.
If you ever want to
Sterry
plan a
got
wedding
married.
at Hobbs, I've got a spreadsheet on how to do it. Just ask.
Lots of good
Exactly
weddings.
how to do it. I think the next topic we wanted to go over was Ethan's commissioner update for 2022. Is that now or is that later? Somebody teach me how to read.
New board members, we did that.
First podcast, not technically. Give me a minute to learn to read again. I'm going to do it now. Commissioners update of 2022.
Zuba Levy.
Drink. If you weren't aware already, this is KVKL's 20th anniversary. We started in 2002 with 8 teams, and we have expanded to 36. It's kind of a big deal. The board has voted that the league will be committing to help restore the stadium in order to have it for many years to come. The city had at one point had committed to do that, and I don't know where that money is currently. Money with the city is hard to track. I'm not going to get into it because I don't work for the city, but it won't be an easy undertaking. And Ethan says they've committed to taking the first steps required. Expect some of our future fundraising to go to Hobbs Restoration. We will announce more details as we have them. Also, if you are online and looking at Ethan's post, you'll see the new development of the KVKL Discord group, and you can log into that. It's a downloadable app, or you can do it from the website. But a lot of people aren't on Facebook, don't want to be on Facebook, don't want to track their emails. The Discord is another option for social media information, stuff like that. If you don't like,
It's what younger kids use.
I guess
Is it like the TikTok?
It's like mid 20s and teens.
All the hip kids are doing it.
It's not for the old people like me.
It reminds me very much of the IRL website, MIRC. Yeah, it's an old IRC, and it looks almost exactly like that to me. So I'm like, it's an old thing that they've put a dark background on and called it new.
Like ICQ?
Yeah. So if you're interested in joining the Discord group, the link is available on the commissioner's post. So registration's open and closes on Monday. We're recording on a Saturday night, so you've got 3 days. And then next Saturday is the yard sale, and that will be at approximately 11th in Connecticut, a house or two in. I don't know the exact address. It's like 1136 maybe, something like that. And if you have donations for that, you can drop them off at Stacy's house or reach out
Which
to
is now 1218 New York.
Yep. Or you just reach out to another board member and find out if there's another place you can drop it off. And some of them might even come to you to pick things up. If you are registering your team and haven't paid yet, you have until the 18th for payment this year. And other very important dates are May 1st, which is the rules clinic and captain's meeting at times to be determined. There will probably be a preseason tournament, and normally there's room for 16 teams, first come, first serve. If you pay in advance, they will guarantee you a spot. If you cannot pay until day of, someone else might get your spot. And week 1 for KVKL will be May 15th, which I already mentioned. And we will play Memorial Day this year, but we will not play the 3rd of July. And that is because the calendar is just kind of shitty. There's not as many Sundays as normal. So the board did do their best to think about what people would want, and so plan ahead. What else do you guys want to talk about? I know. Relegation light. So, for those of you who have been playing kickball for years, we've been playing a 5-week pool play and then a 5-week rank play. That is technically a form of relegation because you sort people and put them where you think they belong. It's not like relegation like they do in the Premier League in European football, soccer. So one thing that I've been hearing is a new style of scheduling for 10 weeks, which will be released immediately when they get the schedule figured out. You will know who you play weeks 1 through 10 on the first schedule. And it's hard to explain, but I understand it pretty well because I used to be pretty good at scheduling shit. If you have 10 weeks in the season and you are the 1 seed, you will play 3 games versus the 3 seeds closest to you, which is 2, 3, and 4. You are guaranteed to play those teams. You will then play 3 teams in the first third. So if you're the 1 seed, you will play 3 teams from 5 through 12. And then you will play 2 teams from half of the league below, which would be 19 down. And you will play 2 teams, random assortment, potentially like rivalry games. All of these games are weighted, so it is unlikely that the 1 seed will play anyone lower than 19. It is possible, but it is unlikely. For the 36 team, the exact opposite, but going up. So if you're a middle of the road seed team, you could theoretically play anyone from 1 to 36. If you don't understand this, rewind, listen again, take notes. I will always do my best to explain this. The board, if this does go forward, will be able to explain it, but I think I did a good job because this is the kind of thing I actually really enjoy doing.
No, you totally did it. I totally understand it now. And I've been looking at it for weeks.
The trouble, I think, will be actually finding a format to do it because you have to do weighted teams. You have to look at what teams actually did. You don't really want the 1 seed playing the 36 and the 35 team for the random draw of the full league, but it could theoretically happen.
I think this might
they've got to weigh it.
This might actually bring up an interesting discussion about like the reffing situations too. So, yeah.
And again, this is what I just described is absolutely not relegation. What we used to do is more like relegation than anything else, where you play something and you move things around. And relegation would never work in KVKL during the season because that means every single week you have to resort all 36 teams and you wouldn't know fuck all about where you were playing. You wouldn't know where you were playing, what time you were playing, or who you were playing probably until the day before.
You mean there's not a supercomputer to do this for us?
If you make one, fuck, do it.
I think I just had a heart attack.
I would never.
Yeah, I saw Stacy have a tiny stroke over there.
Yeah. So hopefully that makes sense if that is what you can expect in the future. I hope you all understood, and I hope the board can get the math to work because I think it would be kind of neat. I'm against complete like relegation of splitting the league in 2. But I like this idea because you still get a mix of the teams that are close to you and the teams that are on the far side. And I will forever take questions.
And this would probably also help alleviate some of those situations where you replay the same team twice until you actually get to the tournament at the end of the season.
Right. You will not play the same team twice in a 10-week series. You will only play the same team twice if you meet them in the tournament. So you're
Very
welcome.
interesting.
So that was the best tea time I think I've ever had.
Drink.
Zuba Levy.
Drink
No.
again. Someone's gonna need to bring me another quack, but not pineapple, please.
Unless you bring an EpiPen with that
Give her the
pineapple
mango.
word.
I've got lots of mango in there.
Why don't we play a game while someone is bringing me a drink.
Games.
All right, everybody ready for the first game? So
Let's do
it's
it.
pretty
Love
easy.
games.
It's called Sex Toy, Girl Scout Badge, G.I. Joe, Sports Slang, or Cocktail. So basically, I'm just going to go around the room, say a word or phrase to each of you, and you have to tell me what you think it is. So I'm just going to do a quick demo, and the phrase is golden showers. Ari, what do you think it is?
That's a cocktail.
I'm going to go with G.I. Joe. Sounds about right.
Erin?
I think that sounds like an old-timey Girl Scout badge. They're not modern, right? Like if it's an old-timey one, maybe?
It could be.
Okay.
Sounds like a great name for a kickball team, but I'll go with sports slang.
I'm pretty sure that's when someone pees on you.
Nailed it.
Well, I think Ari might be right on this one. It is a cocktail, and for those who are interested, it is made with tequila gold, Southern Comfort, Galliano,
Ooh.
apple juice, and lemonade.
Ooh.
Everything
try
a
that.
growing boy needs.
Pretty sure I drank that in the dorms in college. That sounds like all the shit I would have in my mini fridge.
Sounds like leftovers.
All right, Stacy, you want to go first?
Sure.
All right. Your word is double blast.
Oh, man.
Shit.
I think that's when someone pees on you.
I think that could be like all of these. I mean, really. I know I want
What
to
was
say
that,
sex toy, but
Like the sex like a double-ended dildo,
I'm gonna
right?
say GI Joe. That just sounds like a, like I want to say
Is that
sex.
your
I mean,
final
it
answer?
sounds like totally like a sex toy, but that's too obvious. So I'm gonna go GI Joe.
You are correct.
Damn right. What do I win?
Golf clap.
All right, Chelsea, you ready? Yeah. Here we go. Oil up.
That's also when someone pees on you. So far, we're 3 for 3.
I'm going to say sports slang.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
That and sex toy.
It is actually a Girl Scout badge.
Is that where you learn how to change oil in a car?
I think it's when you oil a saddle.
Oh my God. Actually, no, it's when you. It's an old retired badge learning about drilling for crude oil.
Oh, I was going to say maybe you had to press your own olive oil or something.
Because that's what we wanted to do in Girl Scouts.
I'm pretty sure they have a
Drill for crude
horse.
oil.
They do have a horse badge of some sort where you learn to like saddle a horse and all that. So I was leaning that direction. I was thinking like
them
when
out
you
there
oil
like
a baseball
with their
bat.
little like spoon digging. Like how the hell did they do that?
Well,
Definitely
Jed
with a
Clampett would like to tell you that all he had to do was shoot a gun.
This is true.
Bubble and brew.
All right, Erin, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Skid mark.
It's when someone pees on you.
No, that's the opposite.
That's
the opposite.
I
That's
know,
when someone
it's-
poops and then rubs
Rubs it on their
Yeah.
underwear. Yeah. Skid mark. I really want this to just be a sex toy because I don't want it to be a Girl Scout badge, and I guess
I feel like
it could
that's
be
a
a G.I.
one-way
Joe.
street to like
Or a
UTI.
cocktail. I don't
Okay,
want to drink
I
that
think
cocktail.
I think I'm gonna go with G.I. Joe.
You would be correct.
Yeah.
All right, Betsy, ready?
Let's hope.
Chin music.
Chin music?
Chin music.
I'm going to go with sex toy, but I really have no idea.
It is actually a sports phrase.
Chin
Anytime,
music?
especially in baseball, it's like idle chatter.
Let me give you some of that sweet chin music. It's a boxing sling too, isn't it?
Yep.
When you get punched in the face.
Wow.
Boxing.
Some chin music.
All right, Ari, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Right up your alley. Anus burner.
She likes it harder.
I do like butt stuff Saturdays. Yeah, I think that's a cocktail and it's got to have Tabasco sauce in it.
Both of you are correct on that one. And it is made with tequila, Tabasco, and a jalapeno slice.
Ooh, that
I
is
would
a
try
butt
that.
burner.
Sounds
Or that
good.
is an anus burner.
I would try that. Can we do that now? Who's making cocktails? Drink. Cougar's in the kitchen making us cocktails.
All right, I've got one more. Anybody want it?
Yes.
Oh, Chelsea
wants
does.
it.
Okay.
I want it.
It is easy beat egg.
Easy beat egg. Wow. Hold on.
Mhm.
Wait.
You've got Girl Scout badge, G.I. Joe, sex toy, sports phrase, or cocktail.
Man. So are there any like sex toy Girl Scout badges?
Oh God!
Are
if
there
only.
any duos?
Because that's what I'm going for.
I guess the chin music was technically a duo, in my opinion.
It is. It is a sex toy
For Girl Scouts.
for Girl Scouts.
Leave
Girl
the Girl
Scouts.
Scouts out of it.
Not the brownies. All right.
Okay.
Okay, Sean Meredith says he demands ping pong balls and announcement cards for random draw, like the Champion League matchup. It's funny. Okay, good games.
Do we have
Good
live
games.
comments coming in on the Mixler?
Yeah, no, it's on Facebook. I can't play audio from my phone while I'm recording the Mixler. And in case anyone else was wondering, nobody cares. But I can still look at everything else. And so the next segment is new rules and updates. Turns out there's no new rules or updates from my board member friends.
Yeah.
Apparently there's one new rule or update, but it's not technically like changing the way you play the game.
Exactly. Yes.
It's going to
Yes.
be in the rule book. And this is another good time to remind you that the rules clinic will be May 1st, time pending, but previous history says it'll be around noon.
Probably.
That's
yeah,
normally
no,
when it
yeah.
is ish. Stacy?
Oh, so the rule possible change, again, these are all like, subject to
Conjecture,
change, and
gossips.
I may not say it exactly the way it is going to be written, but we are considering allowing reffing as one of your games for eligibility. Say you're hurt all season, maybe like you play the first game and then you're hurt and you can't play for several weeks. And in order to be eligible for the tournament, if you ref a week, that will count. You cannot ref and play, counting that as, double on the same week. It has to be a separate week. And you also have to talk with the board to get it approved before you can do that.
Like a doctor's note.
Yes.
Kind of.
I have questions.
Yes.
First question. Do you have to have played for a team before you ref? Like if I play week 1 and get hurt and cannot play week 2, I can then ref week 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. and be eligible. But what if I don't play week 1? What if I'm not in town and I get hurt before I've even stepped foot on a field and I show up and play week 3 or not play? I show up and I'm like, hey, I'm hurt, but I want to be on your team. I'll ref. You have to have played first.
You must have an injury
Right, again, this
during
would
a
be
game,
like
not
the
vacation.
board, say, coming to the board and talking to us. Like if you're a player that's played on that team for years
You
and
have to
we
be an
know you're
established
on,
player.
Possibly. I would say yes. I mean, like one great example was like James last year. He hurt his back. He's been on the Ghost. We know he's on the Ghost.
Yeah, you got.
You know.
Well, wasn't he on Triple X for a year?
Well, yes, but he was on the. We knew he was on the Ghost. Anyway, if it's an established player on a team, say like this old lady gets hurt, walking down the stairs.
Oh my God! Don't say
And
that.
You're scaring all the other old ladies in the room.
And then, something happens. I mean, I'm a harpy, I would hope that the board would approve that. But again,
You've got
these
some
are
pull.
things that we still need to hammer out. But,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
it's also subject to board approval.
Okay. And then my next question would be, how many? You only need 3 games to be eligible for the tournament, correct?
Yes.
So you play week 1, you get hurt somewhere between week 1 and week 2. You ref week 2. Are you allowed to then ref week 3 and count that, or do you only get 1 ref per game? Like, I can ref weeks 2 through 10 and get full 10 weeks of eligibility, or are you cutting it to you get 1 ref week?
I think I think it would depend.
Bonnie likes
Like
it.
what week it is, when, just
Sure.
depending on the situation.
TBD.
So
Yeah.
board
TBD.
discretion. So this rule is not set in stone yet. There's still some discussion to be had, but I think it's a good start for sure.
Yeah.
You know
And
I'm gonna
also,
have
like the
questions.
whole point of the the eligibility is so that you don't bring a ringer into the tournament. If you have somebody who's going to be there reffing and they're a ringer, why the hell would you have them ref and not play? So
well, maybe they're
because
9
I'm
weeks.
just- sandbaggers, that's why.
That's the whole point of
Sandbagging son of a bitch.
Really?
Maybe they're 8
I
months
guess.
pregnant.
Yes, I guess. No, like totally 8 months. No, I told Janae, like, come out, ref a couple games.
Yeah.
If it's like, because she's
Pregnant.
gonna have the baby in the middle
Kelsey,
of summer. Like, if
you can
get
totally play
one
and then
or
ref
two-
and then play again in August after you've given birth.
1 or 2 games in. Oh, okay. one or
baby's
two
gonna come
games
out doing
in,
burpees.
reffing, and then play that last game. I mean, we know she's on KTC.
So
She's
definitely something to look out for if you're going to be playing kickball and sadly get hurt. Chelsea is
As always.
imagining someone giving birth on the field, apparently.
And like I said, it will be, up to the board, situational depending.
We are currently 35 minutes in, and it's already a shit show at the other end of the table.
Super Levich.
Drake. You're welcome. So again, the ref clinic, go to that, please. The captain's meeting, go to that, please, if you're there. If you need to buy kickballs, get a hold of Clint Curtis. And
balls.
You guys want some more gossip?
I do.
Ooh,
Ooh,
tea.
you got some tea?
Drink.
Clinks, clinks. Clinks, clinks.
I need to cheers everybody. It's
Okay, hopefully you're all drinking with us, because if not, why are we even fucking doing this? Drink along at home or the bar, wherever you're listening. Let's go to section. What are we? Section 6, part B. Can we go to section 6?
Section.
Part. We're gonna skip A for a minute and go to B.
all right.
B. Familiar faces. Who's coming back? Who's leaving? First one on the list. I already have been told that Bryson is coming back and that he's going to be wearing kitchen gloves all season, like oven mitts all game, because he wants to prove that he's the best player in the league, even with oven mitts.
I thought he was going to wear Hulk hands.
One or the other.
Which team is he going to be on?
Rumor
has it.
I can tell
He's
you.
going to join the Post House Aggro Tallboy Club.
This is true.
Is
I
that-
can confirm this rumor.
Oh, God. Why?
Post
Can you
House
confirm
is
the
gained
other
What were you
villain.
thinking?
It is something that I guess Simon mentioned that Bryson has been wanting to join our team for a while.
Who's he
So?
replacing?
Not necessarily replacing anybody in particular.
Just adding to your 30-person
just
roster.
adding. However, we are unfortunately losing Cedric. He's going to the D-holes from what I understand.
Oh, that's some tea.
Yeah,
That is
so
some
that's
tea.
good
That
tea.
is some tea.
So cheers. Except it's on good terms. We love Cedric, and we were going to miss him dearly. He's one of the probably most positive people in our league.
Then he belongs on
Arguably,
the
even though
D-holes.
he's very new to the league, but he's incredibly positive and a wonderful person to have on your team. He's got your back always, and
Sounds like
there's
you're going to
no-
miss him.
We're going to miss him a lot. Yeah, and he's a Saints fan. He's from New Orleans. He's from Louisiana, so we love a good Louisiana connection. He knows how to make a good jambalaya. That's what he was telling me last night. So I'm looking forward to maybe trying that here in the future. But yes, Bryson will probably be wearing the gloves as
Oven mitts to
Oven
prove
mitts.
that he's the best player in the entire league.
Yeah.
See, what's funny is when you said kitchen gloves, I automatically thought of the rubber ones for
Yeah.
dishwashing.
Yeah,
Those are too sticky.
he didn't say what type of oven mitts. So.
That's true.
And your
There's
hands would
different
be
kinds.
pretty sweaty.
There's
in
the little
those.
sweaty.
lobster kind that are smaller, and there's the
Yeah.
full elbow kind. Aries got some tea. I think we just heard it.
Well, I mean, it was misinformed tea, but I heard from somebody else that my husband was going to play for. One second. Bonnie's got some tea.
Bonnie's got some words.
Bonnie, tell us the tea.
I heard from somebody else that my husband was going to play for Triple X, and sorry.
No, he's on Poshwash.
Oh, Steve is on Poshwash?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So is Thomas.
So is Thomas. Thomas is on Poshwash now, as is my husband, Steve Harder. No, don't worry. The shirt's coming back, and that is where Cougar's favorite player, Steve
Tom
Harder, is
Brady?
playing.
Cougar. Tom
Drink.
Brady.
Speaking of Shirt Factory, I'm currently sporting one of their entering Titletown Lawrence, Kansas shirts. It's dope as fuck because guess what? KU won the national title, bitches.
Woo! Rock chalk.
So yeah, call some shirt people if you need some shirts made this year.
Don't be shirtless.
Don't be shirtless.
Well,
Well,
Unless you're Kenny.
in shape,
I mean,
or
or wearing a singlet.
or you're okay with that.
Slinglets, right? Slinglets are encouraged.
As long as you're comfortable with yourself, you can be shirtless.
Wear what makes you happy. And your cleats can't be metal. That's the only other wardrobe rule we really have.
Yeah.
More movement tea.
Rumor has it that Claire is making a move from Muddy Waters and is going to the Ladybird Harpies.
Yeah, Claire.
Yeah. Hold on. Stacy's running back
Who's
for
that?
this.
Claire.
I don't know who that
Payne.
is.
Claire Payne.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
You know who Claire Payne is.
So yeah, Claire will be subbing for us when we need her, when she's in town. You know, we have plenty of ladies, but, you know, we go out of town a lot. So hopefully Claire
good
will.
pickup.
Oh, and I know, right?
That was wonderful.
Solid.
how you brushed your hair over your shoulder. You're like,
I know, right? I didn't do that on purpose, I swear.
It worked out.
Any other trades that we've been told about, like actual trades, or
So
Actual trades?
sometimes?
I was a trade, but
Jackie got traded from
like
Sacred Sword to
captains?
late fees one year for dragon's eggs. Do you guys remember that? The year Jackie got traded for physical dragon eggs from Sword to late fees. It was a great trade.
Huh.
that's some
Dowry?
Kinda.
Is that
No, it was a physical trade.
I feel like this is some old timey bullshit, right?
Wait,
Right.
what's that TV show that all the dragons people go crazy about?
Game of Thrones.
That's some Game of Thrones shit. Sorry, I'm the one person in the fucking world that's never seen that shit.
A lot of incest. You're good.
Okay,
You're good.
I mean, I've got family in Alabama, so we got that too. That's fine. We're good. So I know that Olivia was upgraded.
You have to talk into the microphone. Thank you.
Olivia has moved to Muddy Waters.
Didn't she mention on the podcast last year that she would never leave
I
Button
feel
Grind?
like we could check the
She
tape on that,
did.
but she said she was
Check the
ride or
tape.
die.
Damn right.
I mean, y'all, she's fucking good.
She's
like,
really good.
she was gonna move. She was gonna
I
move
don't
up.
blame her. I'm just like,
Um,
you know, calling her out on her shit.
Because Muddy does have Julie.
We love you.
Muddy does have Julie gone for the summer because she took like a 6-month rotation in her job in like Texas. So Julie,
In the Southwest. So she's occupied with her job.
yeah,
Yeah.
her and her dog went to Texas to go do some engineering shit.
I have a question on Facebook from Sean Meredith saying, "Will the ref test be returning this season? Please God."
Please God, no.
It's easy.
It's there if you would like to take it, Sean.
always there.
Again.
He also says, "Who knew Chelsea Scanlon was so into water sports?"
I was a swimmer.
Hey.
As was I.
Awesome.
Breaststroke.
Butterfly.
Okay, so Lady O is going to Muddy Waters in place of Julie, but is Julie going to a new team, or is she just going to be like on hold for next year? I'm trying to. Okay, there we go.
Who's this?
Hey, Grant.
There's a boy in the room.
Ew. Boys are allowed. Boys are allowed. He has to drink tea. That's the only rule here.
Drink. That's like 4, I think.
bringing me the drinks, Cougar. Cougar. Hey, speaking of Cougar, I hear there's some tea on Cougar too.
Exactly. Good transition. Have you ever heard about the story about how Cougar got his team?
No.
Please tell us.
No.
Team.
No. There's not enough time. Ask him about it.
Oh.
And then hear the rumor that he gave his team captainship to one of his other players, the brothers, Ryan Pendry and his brother. I can't think of what his other name is. Yeah. According to Cougar, they have a different last name because he can't keep people straight. To Cougar, all white people look alike, which I don't disagree with. So Cougar has given the ruling of who's on his team to the brothers and basically told everyone else on the team if they don't want you to have titties. So a few people, the Weavers, Bald Beavers might be back.
Yeah. According to Cougar, he said they were all welcome to play on the team, but were not guaranteed playing time.
So what happens to Hobber? What happens
Some
to
cutthroat
Hobber
shit.
decided to go with everyone else. And they have registered a team.
a new team?
Yes.
The Bald
So
Beavers,
if we have a
potentially, I
team who
hope.
does not return, we have a new team waiting in, the
Ready to
wings to take that spot.
And if all 36 teams do return, then all of Cougar's players that are missing a spot are open roster players.
Yes.
Hey, Hobber.
Wow.
What's up?
Jump on
Andrea
that, Hopper.
I'm gonna jump in
Chavez.
those DMs.
Andrea Chavez, I know that
Yes. I mean, they're all like experienced ladies on that team,
Yeah.
and there's always people looking for ladies.
and Jeff Moore is going to be moving to Maurice's team.
That's right. Yes,
So-
yes.
Well, I also heard that Hobber might prefer to coach and captain rather than actually play.
Yeah, because he's out of shape. Have you seen him lately? I'm kidding. It was complete fabrication. He looks fine. Obviously, it's
Kickball
tea.
Jesus out of shape.
Not likely. Okay, so any predictions on ridiculousness during the season? What do you mean by ridiculous, Erin? Fireworks, streaking, getting goosed by Hannah.
Oh,
That's guaranteed.
all the time.
Guaranteed.
I
every
got
game.
goosed by Hannah last week, so I mean,
When was that? When was that? Was that when the KU won
When
the
we were-
national title?
Yeah, when KU won the
Woo,
national
rock
title,
chalk.
Rock chalk.
she like swiped that credit card up my butthole.
You got to go for the salmon ladder.
So my question for you is, when was the last time there actually was a streaker? Because it's been a hot minute.
Jason Barr was a streaker, and God, what team was it that paid the
two girls?
Was that Love Garden?
Booby
They slid-
first.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
they,
they
slid
didn't-
into home.
They didn't know the belly banana slide technique, so they came up with like
Road rash
road
on
rash
their
on their
tits?
boobies. I
I
felt
know.
so
Oh,
bad for
man.
them.
I've had road rash on my legs from sliding, but on your tits?
I can't even imagine. But they did run in
Boob
shoes.
scars.
So not totally
That's like
nude.
some scarage. They could have even lost their nipples.
Danger zone. I think Kenny's one of the only people that I know that does the slide. No, and Vaughn. Vaughn does the belly slide banana technique and never comes up with a scratch. It's fucking magic, man. How do you do that? You've seen it, right?
Oh yeah, we've seen it.
And Vaughn always goes shirtless.
Yeah, that Mickey Mouse tattoo's doing overtime.
Doing things.
Shout out to all the shirtless fellas in the league.
Drink.
Thanks for being shirtless.
So we have people entertaining themselves in the kitchen. If you're going to be in the kitchen, you have to drink out of the straws in the box.
Taste that shit.
We had a pre-game game. Everyone had to sip mystery drinks. There's 8 of them, and they had to guess what they were, and I'll reveal the score at the end. None of you know what's happening, but I do. It's fun. Megan has another fun game for us.
All right.
I like games.
Game number 2, raunchy team mascots. Basically, each panelist is going to draw a team name from our magical grab bag. And then you have to come up with some sort of not suitable for work mascot. I think Erin's going to go first.
It's just because the bag's closest to me. It's really not because I want to.
She was very eager, actually.
I don't think anyone else knew where the names were except for me and Megan. So and I was
Erin
closest.
really wanted to do it.
You guys want to do this so bad.
Who do you have?
Mine now, so I can start thinking. Pressure.
I drew R-Bar. First, did R-Bar have a mascot last year?
They were just our bar and patio.
Were they the best something in town?
Best chicken wings.
Best chicken wings in town. All right. R-Bar's raunchy nickname is
Mascot.
Mascot is the plucked smooth chickens.
All right.
It's like waxing a chicken, right? The waxed chickens.
Wax chickens. Okay.
The chicken flesh.
Chicken flesh.
Ugh.
All of it's horrible.
All right, Stacy, you're up.
No, I can't go last.
Oh.
I need some time to think
Okay.
about this. one.
Chelsea, you ready?
I'm trying to think if it's just a mascot, but I got my favorite team to play, and when we played them in the tournament, I brought on the field some Woost juice.
Whoa!
So I'm just gonna keep going with the juice.
Oh, okay. Ari, who have you got?
Well, I've got Johnny's, and all I can think of was like his Big Johnson.
That's a giant dick.
So like like a big giant dildo dancing or like a big
Yeah.
Like the inflatable car.
Inflatable wacky.
No, well, so back in like 2008, I went to a Kesha concert, and it was awesome. And she had 2 people in like big penis costumes dancing around stage, and so I kind of like envisioned those big penises dancing around.
Some Big Johns.
So Big Johns, Big Johns instead of Johnny's.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
a t-shirt
Johnny's
back
Big
in the day?
Johns.
The Big Johnson t-shirt?
Well, there's the
Big
Big Johnson, which makes me think of the co-ed. I had all the co-ed naked shirts that I wasn't allowed to wear to school, but my mom would still let me buy them.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think of like co-ed naked kickball. You know, like for example, for all you young people out there, there's like co-ed naked volleyball. It's in, it's out, it's over.
Yeah, it is.
Same thing for tennis.
Oh.
So I'm trying to think of like co-ed naked kickball. What could your dirty saying be?
Cougar's listening, guys. Drink.
Oh, hey, Cougs.
Cougar.
friends that stole all your food. I'm talking really loud. You'll tell me later.
Bye, Kristen. Bye, Rachel.
I didn't know you're doing this, so have a good night.
Kristen's wearing a T-shirt that says Big Brutus.
Oh, I've been to Big Brutus. I also had a Big Brutus.
I've been to Big Brutus.
I've got a Big Brutus T-shirt from college when I was at Pitt from the Salvation Army. I wore it to go bowling once a week.
Oh man, I was just thinking about that Woost juiciness.
Is that who you got?
So wait, is their mascot just going to be a sponge?
It's gonna be a juicy breast.
Kristen's gonna steal the neighbor's cat.
All right.
Next.
Juicy breast.
All right.
Succulent.
Okay, we're done.
Breasts.
Betsy, who do
Yes.
you have?
I'm gonna make sure that Chelsea's finished with her answer. She keeps changing over here, so we don't want to destroy the creativity. Okay. So I pulled asteroid heads. So we're gonna continue with the earlier theme of golden showers. Courtesy, Erin helped me think of that one. So asteroid head, golden showers.
Ooh. All right,
like it.
Stace. You're the last one.
So I had Empire Kicks Back,
Okay.
and this is a really long one, but I can see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Absolutely
like
nailed it. You could have also gone with Dark Helmet.
Yes.
That's a good one.
I think I came up with a co-ed naked kickball saying, boobs over ball.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We do it in the dirt.
We do it in the
Oh,
dirt,
yeah.
or sometimes in the grass.
Sometimes we do it in the grass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Safe.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw that it was on Big Johnson shirts. Okay. We skipped a little tea time because I had to stop and think about how I'm going to explain it. I have been asked to help with a Caw Valley Kickball League 20th year anniversary celebration. It is not guaranteed. It is something that I would love to see happen, but I will need so much help. Crazy amounts of help. This would be literally the biggest charity event I've ever been involved in.
Do you need any spreadsheets?
I probably do.
I'll help you with that.
I know I do. I'm going to need the help of Mike Anderson, Bronco,
Mike Anderson.
and Styles. KVKL wants to try to set a world record. Call Guinness. We're going to try to play the longest game of kickball ever. If we do it, it'll be in the fall. I will need volunteer players that can commit to 2.5 to 3 days.
Oh, wow.
I'm not saying you have to physically play for 2.5 to 3 days, but you have to be available for 2.5 to 3 days. And we need volunteers to audit and watch and film and sponsors.
And bring snacks.
And hopefully there will be sleeping tents and cook. So much work will go into this. It's crazy, which is why it's only tea. Drink
Tea.
A little bit of hot tea.
But
We would really love to see this happen, though.
it would be super dope. And for 20-year anniversary, it'd be kind of a big deal. But it would be crazy amounts of work. And so, cross my fingers that KVKL gets that 501c3 that we've been coveting for so long.
We are on we have everything turned in. We are just waiting for when
This
things
is my
can happen.
suspicious face.
No, really, I swear.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. You're so sus.
Don't
Super
be
sus.
suspicious.
Aaron sus, vote her off the ship. But if all this goes to plan, if I can get this shit rolling, I will be asking everyone I know to help with this. And if you want to be a player, like, cool, but it's in the works. So keep
And
your ear to
there's
the ground.
more that's going to go into it than being just a player.
Oh my God, so much work.
So
I'm already
much.
tired just thinking about it. There's a lot. There's so much.
I'm so pumped. I'm like so excited. I'm not tired at all.
You guys, it's so much work.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it.
Do it now, Stacy.
I'm ready.
So
Meet at South Park.
the Guinness people need like 3 months previous time to like approve you to even try, and then you need to wait 3 months for them to verify the results. But you can expedite everything for an extra $800 each time, so it's like $4,000 just to get a
We
world
need to
record.
do this tomorrow.
So
It's going to be in the
not
fall. We
tonight.
need your
Yesterday.
money. It's
Not
in the fall. We
tonight.
need your money. So it might not happen, but I would love it if it fucking happens. So start thinking about ways to help me out, y'all. That's the best tea time I can come up with right now, I think.
Good
We gotta
tea.
sell some
Good tea.
burritos.
Tea.
Ching, ching, ching.
Who wants to talk about how the league is going to be seated in 2022?
Not
Nobody.
it.
Nobody wants to talk about it.
Crickets.
Seating used to be my job when I was a board member, and I can guarantee you that the current board is amazing at seating.
Zubalevich.
It's like he's here.
It's.
Oh, I'm so
It's just on repeat.
I hope he listens to this.
I really hope he does. But truly, seating is one of the unsung thank yous the board has to do every year, because they do base it on last year's games and very rarely on the actual tournament, because tournament shit can be weird. So tournament is a part of it. It's weighted by the actual games from the previous season. They do weigh it a little bit based on rumors of who's changed teams, rosters that are submitted, which is why submitting your roster and being honest and realistic about it is important if you want to be in a realistic seating spot. But they also realize that shit changes, and so you really have to think hard about a lot of things. But the majority of your seating is based on last year's end of week 10 seating, traditionally. I haven't been on the board for a few years. The new board members might have found a better way to do it. And if they did, fucking God love you. I hope you did.
I'm pretty sure we do it the same way you did.
Ben Hutnick
We drink
and
a
I,
lot. We sit with our cards and we shuffle.
Yeah.
What? No, they go here. No. Move them here. Oh, no. I
So,
like this one here better.
it's like a snake. You put it up, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across, and then you go back 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1 plays 12, 6 plays 7. And then you shuffle as needed based on rumor, rosters, etc.
Oh, let me just tell you, last year was really fun because we were all on Zoom.
No,
that was
super
really,
fun.
really fun.
And I will say that in the history of me being on the board at the same time as Ben Hutnick, our lineups were always exactly identical. So I trust you guys will do a really good job seating, and I don't really think we need to really go over it unless you want to guess, like you want to predict where different teams might have moved. We definitely can.
Yeah, where do you think the Harpies are?
We think Post House is 1, D-holes are 2, or are we going the other way?
We are forever a 2. Like, I can't remember not being a 2. So forever a 2.
23rd Street?
I have no idea.
Remember, I don't believe there's going to be seedings 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, and 6s because you got all 10 weeks at once.
Possibly.
So do seeds even really matter?
Allegedly. Maybe
Allegedly.
possibly. Maybe not. Could be lies.
It's all lies.
Do you think you'll end up in the top
Speculation.
10, top 20?
Definitely not the top 10.
Okay. Hey, but top 20. So that's why I asked like 2-part question.
Maybe you'll be 23rd?
23rd?
Maybe.
Ooh, I like
Ooh,
it.
23rd in the
That's a hot
23rd
take. I'm a fan of
spot.
that.
Posh Wash is pushing for top 30.
Okay. Pushing for top 30. Yeah, like I'm curious about like teams' goals. Like what do they hope to achieve with this new type of potential, like,
Yeah.
I would like to
Seeding.
play
Harpies would,
kickball
I
every
think,
week and
top
not be the
5
captain.
yeah.
this
goal?
year.
Yeah. Post House is trying to win a championship. I know
Woo.
that.
Oh, no, we
Yeah.
try to win a championship every
Every
year.
year.
Even when we were 36, we were going for that
Yeah.
cup.
Yeah.
And look at you now.
I know,
Look
right?
at you now.
So are there any teams, knowing the kind of roster switches that you know, that might jump or flop?
Well, let me tell you about these rosters.
Ooh.
There are a lot that haven't been turned in.
I bet.
Oh.
You sons of bitches. Turn
Get
in
your
your
rosters.
rosters.
As of today, there were 14.
Don't make their jobs
Guess
more
who knows
stressful
the
than
struggle?
they are. Turn your
No, I
rosters
totally
in.
know you don't.
I told Dover, I'll send the roster in. You go pay the
No,
money.
you are almost good.
Have they not paid yet?
Uh-oh.
Dover.
He set up a meeting. He set
God
up a meeting.
damn it.
In a meeting.
Aries going to track you
It's
down.
not due till the 18th. He's good. He's set up a meeting.
But I'll be out of the country on the 18th, so I need that shit paid before I go to St. Lucia on Friday.
You can
Let
rest
her
assured,
go to her
Dover has
honeymoon
like,
in
he's
peace.
got it.
So KVKL is currently set up for a 36-team roster. However, the paperwork is there for a 32 and a 30 team and a 28 team, and historically we have had only 20 teams. So I have the charts there ready to go if you need them.
I will say the 14 teams that I reached out to today, about half of them got back to me saying, yeah, we're going to get that tomorrow, or they did today. So
Hey,
They're
we're getting close. We're getting close.
still not even half though.
No,
It's
there's
stressful
still
as shit.
half of 7 I have not heard from. So, well, Beavers, you may be in. I don't know.
Beavers.
Bring it back, Weavers Beavers.
So okay,
Beavers.
last season, Brewtang was a new team and they won the plate, right?
Yes.
We think they're going up or down?
Up.
Up.
For sure. They're going up.
Okay. Who won the cup? Was it Love Garden?
The cup?
No, not the cup. The
Twain?
The
Plate?
Twain. Thank you.
Is that Love Garden?
Love, no.
I
Select.
am a bad person. I should know.
I looked this up.
Because Love Garden.
I looked it up yesterday.
Love Garden.
It's on
Megan,
the
who won the
internet.
Twain last year? Was
No,
it Triple
they
X?
went-
Red
they were in
Lion.
the
Oh
winning
yeah,
bracket.
the Twain's on their fucking register. I look at it all the goddamn
I was
time.
gonna say, I couldn't remember if it was the Twain or
What
the
an
Plate.
idiot!
Damn,
That lion.
sitting right there.
I'm an idiot. Red Lion, I'm sorry, guys. You've just won it so many fucking times, it's hard to remember if you have it or not.
They added things to it, too. I was just looking at it the
Red
other
Lion
day.
always has the potential to be
running for that.
or to be better, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they've got the history, they got the players, like, you just...
They've
had the 5 o'clock or the 7 o'clock game.
Right.
Which
So-
Red Lion team's going to show up?
Historically, Red Lion has been in the championship game and the Twain, but never really much lower than that.
True.
So we think they're probably in that area
That
still.
same
I mean,
area.
they
top 10
played
for
in
the
the
course.
championship,
Top
was
12.
it 3 years in a row?
Yeah, against Happy Shirt
Happy
3
Shirt.
years in a row. Yeah. And then the boot winners were anybody? Bueller?
It wasn't
was it-
Cougar. It wasn't.
Was it Young Spine?
No.
It's on the internet. Help me out, internet.
No.
Was the team that Eddie plays on?
Is that our
Bunt and grind? No. R-bar? No.
The internet
I swear I
will
looked
tell
all
me, I
these teams
promise.
up yesterday and then I didn't print them off.
Well, that's because you've been drinking.
Maybe
Too
one
many
of
tea
our
times.
That's a fact.
Tea time.
Too much tea.
maybe
Too much tea at this.
it was Hookah House.
That's it. Oh, and guess what?
They played against my homies.
Hookah House is one of the teams that has not
Registered?
registered.
Not registered.
Hookah House. Put down
Hookah,
your
get on that shit.
put down your hookah bongs and register.
Get yourself.
We hope you
registered.
come back, Hazem, because you guys were all over the place last year. Like you were involved in everything. So we want Hookah to come back.
So just as I saw that Hookah House was because I pulled up the website finally like a fucking smart guy. Just as I finally saw that it was Hookah House, Cougar messaged me. Hookah House,
Hookah
against my
House.
homies. Like, yeah, I got it.
Thanks, Cougar.
Thank you, Cougar.
Drink.
I don't know why he's
I don't know
messaging
how-
me from the kitchen. He's making us our drinks.
Thank you, Cougar.
and how does he keep that shit all in his head? I just don't understand.
Some of us have extra space for stupid
Is it
shit. Why do you
Kickball
think?
Savant?
So Erin posted an old podcast today, and I listened to it.
It was good. I liked
It was
it.
good, but
Thank you.
and Cougar was on it, and just the shit that he can fucking
That's
pull
what I
up.
mean. That's why somebody brought something up, and he
It
knew the
is
stats.
stupid.
I was like, what the
Stupid.
fuck?
Like stupid awesome, like good.
Like,
I'm just
yeah,
like,
that's what I mean.
he's like,
God
oh, well,
damn.
4 years ago when Peter Pitt played blah, 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 they lost by 2. I'm like, how the
He's
fuck
got
do
it.
you know
That's
that?
why he and I were always a good pair on the podcast together. If you listen to the whole thing, it's me, him, and my brother, who is not good at stats and stuff like that.
See, I
and
get
Gavin,
you, Jake.
who's literally just there to be silly with his mustache.
I'm you,
and-
Gavin.
Where's your stash?
I know. Well, he was the stash.
That's what I'm saying. We
And,
need somebody with a stash.
Like, I re-listened to it, too, and I listened to it on 1.5 times to get it over quicker because Cougar tends to draw.
Because 30 minutes wasn't quick
He
enough.
was slow.
No,
he
30
was
minutes
slow.
was so long.
Can you guys believe that podcasts used to be 30 minutes? Oh, Cougar drink? My bad.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Drink.
Chelsea's keeping us honest.
Thank God. We're at an hour now, so good on us for doubling the original podcast
Hey,
time.
we're on the 3rd page of our outline. We're doing a good job.
Oh yeah,
Oh, we had 3 pages? I only
Did
had
we?
2.
Oh.
Am I missing something?
you must
Anyways,
be.
no, I minimized the margins because I
notes.
hate extra margins. Anyway, so we guessed on, we talked about the boot, we talked about the plate, we talked about the Twain. Who's winning the cup this year?
Harpies.
Silence.
That's it. There
I actually...
she called it, guys.
Well, you asked us to have who our top 10 are and who's playing in the finals, and I did that. I did my homework, Erin. I stayed late at my job yesterday and got on the interwebs.
I'm a teacher. I didn't do any of my homework.
Here's my top 10
I love it.
in no particular order.
Okay.
KTC, Muddy, Johnny's, Harpies, Post House, Love Garden, Honey Badgers, JD, Shirt, and of course I'm gonna throw my fucking D-holes in there.
Yeah,
got
D-holes.
Because we got some fucking recruits this year. So
That's a relevant
I'll
top 10.
throw myself in there. And then for my finals I've got Post House and KTC.
Okay. Anybody have any ups or downs on that? Anybody? No Free State? They've been around for a long time. Sacred Sword? No?
I think we're probably going to, personally, I think we're going to see a repeat of last year's championship.
You don't think Jazz House is going to bring in all the
No.
young legs and go for
All the
a
college
run?
kiddos.
I think there might be.
Anyway, they fall out at the end of the season anyway.
Because they all go back to college.
Yeah, they all go back.
I think there's. Gonna
and
be
they
a difference.
they pick up so many new players
Yeah.
every year that I just don't think they can make it.
They
up
have
there.
they have the ability if they had like retention of players,
Right,
like because they have
exactly.
like youth and they have people that are very athletic and very talented, but then
when half your team changes
yeah,
every year
because
it's-
they're in college
Right,
and then they
exactly,
go off
yeah.
and they go to do their jobs.
There's
or-
something to be said about the teams who they might not have like the most athletic of people, but they've played together
Yes.
for so many
Exactly.
years.
That's a Shirt Factory problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Canada Deals.
they're
problem.
going the other
For sure.
the other way now. You know,
But I mean, you play for so long with each other, you can anticipate what somebody's going to do, even when they're juking out each other and or trying to do a trick play. You're like, I know where I need.
You're
to
talking
be.
about Troy Pomeroy specifically.
Oh, I was
with his
talking
trick
about
plays.
Big Daddy Dave trying to juke people out at 3. I can't tell you how many people he got out after, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I was like, people are still falling for that
I know
bullshit.
my son too. I'm like,
I
"God
know,
damn
Grant.
it,
I was like, oh, good on you.
It's like people still
Grant's
fall
renowned
for
for
it.
that.
So you got
Did love him, but he is renowned for that.
So I'm pulling up some of the teams from last year. Did you have Triple X, Red Legs, or Honey Badgers on that list?
Honey Badgers are on her list.
Were they?
Honey Badgers were, Red Legs were not.
Okay. I always see Red Legs as like a top 10, top 12 team. They've
I
got
will say
great
Finley
athletes.
Depends on who shows up.
Finley is not. Well, he's not captaining anymore. He's still playing, but he's not captaining anymore.
That's another team that's like,
Oh, so Red Legs has a new captain.
Ooh,
Is it
does
Zim?
that mean that
I think
Jose and
That's some
Jordan
tea.
are no longer
That's some
loyal?
tea?
Jordan is like assistant captain maybe, and like I forget their
Jose?
assistant captain last year. I think he moved back up, and Jordan
Dim,
Oh,
Zim,
so
or
Zim?
Shane.
I think it might be Zim.
I like
Oh.
Zim and
that.
Zimney.
I like Jordan in a
I like-
in a
yeah.
co-captaining role.
I'm
I
She's
just
terrible
good.
with names and like remembering shit like that. That's why I'm like so amazed with Cougar.
Yeah.
It
Shane
might
Baker.
be Shane, too.
But I just no, I don't think it's Shane.
Mm-mm.
He's too busy EMTing and saving lives and shit.
He's a busy boy. All right. Any other fun reports? Quick fire.
Max just texted me and said, "Erin, you were." Oh, I don't think she. No, Max. That was not in any order. She said this was not in any particular order.
Oh yeah, my top 10 was just a random order.
Max was just calling you out and saying he thought you put Johnny's above us, and he was like, "No,
Max,
Erin, you're
Max,
wrong."
buddy.
Summer Max.
Max, calm your tits.
Sit down, babe.
Calm
Sit
your
down.
tits. This
Stacey-
was a random order of a top 10.
I've been meaning to talk to Stacy
And
about
I love you
Max
too,
and his
Max.
aggro attitude. Like, he is over the top aggro.
Hey
Like,
Max,
right.
if you want to
Calm
settle
him the
this
fuck
shit in the
down.
street, you know where your mom lives.
I'm at your mom's house.
I'm at your mom's house. Let's come over here right now, Max.
I love it though. The next text was, "I love you, mom." not even kidding.
Oh my God, it
Maybe
really
not mom,
is.
but it was, "I love you."
It really is.
Oh no, okay, the one before that. "I love you," but tell Erin she was wrong. But
Hey,
Erin
Max.
wasn't wrong because she really didn't call in order.
Clean your
Nah.
earwax out. I know I talk a little
She did
fast.
say that.
He's
Max,
probably
you did
stoned.
Max, I need you to.
Max,
He's
it's
the
not
good
it's not
boy.
420 yet, bud.
I mean, I'm just kidding for anybody out there who really believes. No, he's not stoned at all. He's completely sober.
He spelled her name wrong, though, so we don't know who he's actually talking about.
Oh, spell my name right, asshole.
Right? It's not like it's on the internet.
And I love you too, Max.
Okay. So we've talked about seeding, and we think the championship game. Did we vote for? Did we go around who's going to win it all? Have we done that? Who's going to win it all 2022?
Harpies.
You said you already did Harpies. We got your vote.
I'm just saying it again, just in case you missed him.
I'm an old person, so I'm just going to keep going with KTC.
It's not going to stretch any further.
Oh, I know it's not going to stretch. I'm just throwing out a dark horse here. R-Bar.
Oh my god!
It's the Wangs.
No, we totally stole their new pickup, so yeah, that's not going to happen.
One of their bartenders plays for Red Lions, so you know.
JK Clayton, just kidding.
Ari, Betsy,
Ah,
any order.
I want I'm looking at my
Harpies.
Final two. I'd like to see Post House come win one again as Post House, but not because the last time they won they were
Wild man.
Wild Man, or was it
Wild man?
Wild? When's the last one they won?
Wild man.
Wild man in 2017.
I mean, I would
And
like to
before
see a whole
that,
new
it
team
was-
win.
2012.
Okay.
I joined in 2013, so
So you're
Been a
saying every
year
5
after.
years, so you're due.
we are due, and we've got it. So
And
Richard.
you got Bryson, so
Go.
clearly you're going to win.
So I was going to
The
say
miss.
mostly that since Richard's 40th birthday was yesterday,
Happy birthday,
Richard!
Happy birthday, Richard!
He's not a drink.
Shock. In shock, he's not at Disney.
He was
Shockingly,
LARPing.
he's not at Disney, but his girlfriend Mariah threw him a lovely surprise birthday party yesterday at Chicken and Pickle in Kansas City, and we were very fortunate
Chicken
to be a
and
part
Pickle.
of that. She invited us, and it was fun. She had everybody wear a little either anime, Disney, or
LARPing.
Marvel T-shirt and then surprised him there. So it was pretty awesome. So
Yeah,
he
he
just
loves
turned
Disney.
40. Simon's going to turn 39 this summer. We've got a bunch of
Every summer?
Huh? No. He's turning 39 this summer, so he's, we're getting there and really trying to go for it. And I'm hopeful that Post House will pull in another one. Stay true to your every 5 years.
He's a kind of athletic guy.
Kind of athletic.
He's
a
okay.
little athletic.
We've got a few athletes on our team, just like mildly.
I just feel like somebody new should come in and win this year. That's all I'm saying. That's
That's why she's saying harpies.
That's what I'm saying. Harpies.
There's definitely.
Oh, we're putting up. We're putting up.
She's putting up and she's putting out.
There's definitely a lot of teams who have the firepower to do it. The question is, will they still have the firepower in 10 weeks? Because guess what? We are getting old, y'all.
Not my team, just me.
Stacey,
the KBKL average is older now.
Stacey, I
Bring
have
your
one
young
question.
friends.
Yes.
Who's wearing the slinglet on your team?
Ooh, hold on. Let me think about that for just give me 1 minute. I'm kind of drunk, so let me think about that.
She has to try to remember who's on her team.
I mean, I really don't want to see anybody on my team wearing a slinglet. But who on my team would wear a slinglet? I mean, Grant would totally do that shit.
rock it.
Grant wears one under his regular clothes.
It's like Mormon underwear, but a singlet.
You know who would do it is Claire.
Oh, hell yeah. Claire would do it too.
Yeah, she would.
Oh, no. Claire and Grant wearing matching singlets.
Yeah, no, that's probably actually going to happen now that you said it
Now
out
that
loud.
I said it, it's totally
would
good. They're going to
pay-
make it happen.
I would pay to see it happen.
They're probably on the phone right now saying, okay, let's make this shit happen.
Would the money go to charity if we paid to make it happen?
They get a game of the week.
Yes.
We pay them to wear it the whole game.
We can't guarantee any game of the weeks on this podcast.
No, cannot guarantee any. But hey,
But we can
I'm the one who
and speculate
I
games
handle
of the
the
week.
schedule.
All right, moving on.
Let's talk about injuries in the last 13,000 months since the last kickball game. Who is out for the season? Who's pregnant? Yeah, probably.
Well, we at least have one 9-month injury on our team.
pregnant.
Prego. It's Kelsey.
Yay! That's a good injury to have.
That is a good injury.
Because
Janae Coulter from
Yep.
KTC again.
Amber Alva.
I know.
Amber. Yay,
I know
Amber.
Jessica from Muddy. She had surgery on her knee and was playing, but she's re-aggravated.
She
it.
played last night.
She's
She
playing.
played at least 2 games
Yeah.
last night. I know.
But she's gonna play through it, and if she has to have surgery after the season, she will. But she's gonna play through this season.
She is a beast. I mean, she
Old
traveled
news.
to Tampa for traveling kickball. Couldn't play, but she fucking traveled to captain and coach and support, Lisa Frank and support Bad Astra. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Her dedication is not lacking. That is for sure.
for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She also hoofed it all the way from Bourbon to Frenchman Street. So kudos to that.
Or make Cougar get it.
Cougar, bring us drinks.
Cougar and Zubelevich.
And so, if there's not a lot of injury reports, that's actually probably the most promising thing I've heard in the offseason, because I feel like going into 2021, there were so many injury reports. There's so many people who are not ready to come back yet. And so I'm really looking forward to 2022 being the season where people come back because they can and they want to, and nobody's hurt. And let's go for a low injury season. Even James Tolbert is going to try to play. He still has like a back tweak going on, but hopefully he'll be playing a little bit. So
Y'all need to warm up and start playing a couple weeks, especially my husband. Because like last year, the first or second game, he had a hamstring tear that went from his ass to his ankle. Black.
The bruises are gorgeous.
I mean, just let's stretch, guys. Get to your games early.
Well, hey,
Jog around a little bit. Stretch your shit out.
some of us are just old.
Yeah, I mean, we're old, but
Okay, so does anyone have any beef? Who's got
Oh.
beef? Like any kind of beef you want to talk about?
I think Gary's got some beef.
I got beef with my husband. He lost one of my D-hole koozies last weekend, and he doesn't know what happened to it. I've called the house we were at. Can't find it. And I know we have 100 koozies. Like, I fucking know this, but I don't.
If someone
I think
lost one of my collectible koozies, heads would fucking roll.
I think I only have one of this particular D-hole koozie, and it was from the year after we had won the Twain. And
If I have a spare, I'll give it to you, but let me know. You know I like twofers on all my
I
koozies.
got beef with Steve because he lost one of my D-hole koozies.
Damn it, Steve.
Love you.
I have beef with the Tall Guy Club because they had that concert and they like totally didn't put me on the guest list. What a bunch of jerks. They played at the Crosstown Tavern and I got there in the guest list. They were like, sorry, you're not on it. And I was like, the fuck, guys?
That Tall Guy Club concert was a thrasher.
What? I heard it was good. Hey, other beef is with the NCAA dealing with this cloud over KU. Can we get rid of that?
Yes, anytime would be great. I just want to move on.
Yeah. And no beef, but there was a kickball tournament in Topeka today. We've already talked about it a little bit. There was Brutang Clan in KVKL, but they were playing under a different name. New Kicks on the Block. And then Josh Ritten put together a team, and they were Cripple Threat.
Triple Threat. And that is the name also for, I think, a Wednesday night league in Kansas City.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Which is
then,
the best name.
And then Stacy's son put together a team of a bunch of boys.
And Becca.
Becca
and the boys. That was just not nice, guys. Not nice.
They ended up winning the whole thing. Good job, y'all. You won a tournament of 6 teams playing with all guys.
All dudes.
Good job.
And Becca.
She's
really good, though.
She's really
I hope
good.
Becca was the fucking MVP. Yeah, where did she play? How many times did she kick? Was she in the top 4 of the lineup, or was she in the back 10?
I will text her right now and find out for that. For you and just
because if she's at the back of the lineup and playing rover position, then I have beef.
Also, Becca, if you're interested in playing traveling kickball, you should reach out.
hit up Lisa Frank. Lisa Frank
LFK?
Kickball.
Anybody else got any beef? Did you play anybody last year that you want a rematch against?
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure
Johnny's and
Post
Post
has
House.
some rematches they want from tournament.
I'm always one of those people I would love to play people that you kind of match up with competitively. And so I like this idea of the kind of the relegation as opposed to pool play.
It's not relegation.
Well,
It's not relegation.
Not relegation, excuse me. Okay, so not relegation or relegation.
10 week.
Winky
It's a
face.
weighted GPA.
Let's try to call it.
Can we get a name for this?
I would
Not
like to.
relegation?
I would like to officially, Ethan, if you're listening, I would like to officially call it a weighted 10-week schedule because
Weighted
it is
10
weighted. You have to weight the teams, but
Okay.
it is it's so close to nearly the opposite of relegation because you're not going to a different league, and that's
Right,
what
that's
relegation
true.
is.
So
Okay,
we want to
so
talk about the
weighted 10 week.
W10s.
Weighted 10
W10s.
weeks.
The W10s.
Let's do that. Ethan,
All right.
please think about it.
So yeah, no, I'm a big fan of that. More so it like gives. I think it's more fun to win. Everybody's out here like to have fun, but I'm gonna
Most fun
be
wins.
honest. It is more fun when you are winning and to have teams like from all ends of the league be winning. I think that is a very positive vibe for the league as a whole. And I'm looking forward to see like what happens. But yes, definitely also looking forward to having some chance at redemption,
Rematch.
rematching. Yeah, I mean, not that it made. I don't know if it made any difference, but we got to play Harpies last year, and it was Simon and I were on our honeymoon, and like that's. I mean, it's a game that I was like, I know the Harpies are competitive. I know they're at chance of
Young
beating
and
us,
spry.
young and spry, and they did, and they won. And so it would be fun. I don't know that I've ever, other than like a few years ago, like I have not played Harpies recently, so I would love to play Harpies again.
Any other beef?
Oh, yeah, I got some beef.
Bring it.
Speaking of Harpies, I got beef with the Harpies.
Ooh,
Yeah, get on that mic.
We like
Some
beef.
hot tea.
Tea.
T, you ready for this?
Uh-oh.
Where the fuck my cookies be?
Fuck, I want vagina cookies.
I'm sorry, but our vagina cookie maker retired.
So
Many-
Your boy
many-
has more time to make
many
cookies,
years ago.
arguably.
Some of your boys work in restaurants. I'm pretty sure they can learn to make a fucking cookie.
My child slings eggs. He does not bake shit.
And good eggs they are.
Make egg-shaped or vagina-shaped
Vagina
eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, Max,
You can make
this
a
is your
mold.
next venture, babe.
You can
So-
do a silicone mold on the top of the. Of
So
the
for
stove.
those of you who don't know, way back in the day, anytime
Way back in the
you
day.
played the
like
Harpies,
8 years ago, so long
Yeah.
ago.
well,
It was like our first 2 years at least. At least 2 years.
I mean, to be honest, the last 2 years felt like
I know.
a decade. But
Okay, whatever.
if you
God
played
damn it, I can't do
them
math.
way back when, you got a tin of cookies, and
Tin
they
of
were
vagina and breast
Boobs.
boobs, like with
And-
nipples and all, like areolas.
They kind of look like
everything.
vinyl records.
Oh,
if you got,
even
got
the
'em.
vaginas had sprinkles
Sprinkled,
for cube
yeah.
hair.
And they were like
They were
multicultural.
Oh, yeah.
Multicultural.
I want
Multicultural.
vagina
got
and
any of
We had
these.
snickerdoodle
good.
and chocolate chip and red
So,
velvet.
I got some beef.
cookies.
Bring back the vagina and boob cookies.
Bring it.
What up?
I will
Harvey?
chat with
Beef
Lane
that
and
I'm
see
just
if
now
she
learning
can
about,
like hook
and
us
yeah.
up this year.
I second
You
that.
made us chocolate chip cookies today.
Yeah.
Those were out of like a little
See,
tube.
Betsy just
I did
joined
not
me.
like create those.
I suddenly have more beef. I want vagina and boob cookies. Like what the hell?
The
I know.
KVKL as a whole, 35 teams have beef with the Harpies. Give us our genital
You
cookies.
said she's retired. I assume she.
Yes,
Yes,
Lane.
yes,
Is
yes.
now
Lane
retired.
retired years ago.
So that means more time to bake.
She
baked
lives a
goods.
few blocks away.
She lives like directly behind. Like if we all walked out of my back door and walked that way, we would run into her house.
So I
like,
know what we're doing after this podcast. We're going to go over to demand for the league.
vagina.
We demand
cookies,
vagina.
vagina.
Maybe that could
cookies.
be a
Chat with
charity
her.
item. Maybe we can talk her into doing it
Oh
for charity.
my God.
Highest bidder gets 4 dozen boob and vagina cookies.
Oh, she would totally
I
be.
bet
She would get behind.
I
that
bet for a
shit.
good
She
amount
would
of
get
money.
behind that shit.
I bet if we raised a good amount of money, she might even throw a couple dick cookies in there.
Oh yeah, there were. Oh yes, I'm sorry. There were penis.
I know there
penis-
were.
Yes,
I
I
know
forgot
there
about
were.
the penis cook. Yeah,
I was there. Okay.
Okay.
Chelsea,
I like that beef.
That's good beef.
That is good beef.
I don't think I have any beef, but I will have beef if I see Carly and Austin showing up on a different team this year.
Ooh, that's good
Oh,
beef.
Carly and Austin, they are coworkers of mine. Or Carly is.
Yeah.
Carly's a coworker of mine.
So is she
So-
not confirmed
Is
to play
she
on your
leaving?
team this
They
season?
they
No, they jump
basically
in
have
ship.
said they weren't coming back this year because Sundays were hard for them, and I think he is a youth minister
He's a
or
youth
something.
pastor.
So, I mean,
Jesus loves kickball.
What's their name? What's their last name?
Kickball's in the afternoon, not in the morning.
So Redlick. Redlich.
I can tell you, no red licks on any rosters that I have made.
No, yeah, no, that's
this
not
year.
their last name. That's a sex toy.
Yeah,
it might be a girl
I
scout
just
badge.
know that I did see Austin playing
City League.
City League
Yes.
with Marcus last night. So.
Yeah.
Jesus
So they
doesn't work on Fridays, just on Sundays.
I know this. I
It
know
depends
this.
on
I'm
which
just
Jesus
saying.
you're talking about.
I know that
Careful.
they enjoyed their time with like Sonia and playing with them in fall ball. And so I think that they were kind of torn like whether or not to maybe go play with them. But I don't know if that's
That's
could be
some
rumor.
just some tea.
That's some tea.
Sonia has not turned in her roster yet.
So-
So,
Sonia
and
but I can
David.
tell you,
Could be.
as of now, like as I make the spreadsheets, they have not been on a team yet.
I am not above breaking some Nancy Kerrigan kneecaps.
Yeah.
Whoa. That is a
Chelsea
threat.
just threw down.
That's
or Jeff
that's not
Galooly,
just-
should we call her?
That's not just beef. That's a threat.
Whoa.
All right.
That's a
Things got heated.
All right. No more beef. The beef is getting too serious.
The beef's getting too juicy.
Okay. Hey, guess what, guys?
What?
KU won the fucking national title.
Chuck.
How many KVKlers that don't live in Lawrence anymore did you see
Oh, so many.
during the
That was
championship
fun.
game?
Just at the Red Lion alone. Oh
Right.
my God.
Oh
so
God, this
many.
weekend was a party of people who
Oh my gosh,
left
so
town
many
and
people.
came back.
If anybody was watching my Snapchat, you saw them all.
So
Easily.
many people.
Wiggins was there.
Did he jump over fire?
K. Marsh,
Addie from
Mike and
the
Diana?
Harpies came back.
Mike and Diana.
Yeah, Mike and Diana Pergondi, Addie from the Harpies.
A fresh Lawrence resident.
Oh, Lauren.
Lauren.
Yes,
Lauren
is back in
Piosi.
town.
Uh,
Friedman.
yeah, Jake Friedman,
Jake
aka
Garden.
Jake Garden.
Sorry.
Jake Garden.
We did see Justin Two Names.
Actually,
Oh,
what's
yes,
funny
Justin
about that
Two Names
is
and his dog.
I saw Bogey and was like, that looks like Bogey, guys.
And new-
Oh, there's Subaru.
Yeah, we all recognized your dog before we saw you.
Sorry,
But-
Subs.
And then K Marsh was in town.
What?
We
Yeah,
also-
his brother.
Yep.
Yep, and we got to redo the croquet club.
We played croquet club.
Oh, that was great. And then
I
I
know.
even got a text message from ex Poshwash,
Oh,
Alexis.
Yeah, she was here in
Yeah.
spirit.
She tried.
She wanted to be here so bad.
She desperately did, and she actually texted me after the Final Four and asked if we'd be willing to have somebody working from our home on Monday.
Absolutely. You can
I
sleep
told
on my
her-
couch anytime, baby.
Absolutely, she just had to snuggle with the cats, but
She
No-
would not be mad about
no,
that.
she did not
No.
come in. She texted me the next day and she said, "Well, when I sobered up, I realized that probably wasn't going to happen."
Anybody else that came into town and what are they doing now? Everybody's working hard, living their lives outside of Lawrence, but you always got to come back and visit the kickball friends.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. But our Addie had to drive back in the morning and be at class at like
Tuesday?
Yeah,
Oof.
at like 9:00
Where?
in Nebraska.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Well, or yes, no,
could-
it was in Nebraska, but he like
It could be worse. K
It
Marsh
could be.
came from Virginia.
But no, yes, but he like had to wake up the next morning and drive there, and because it was law class, like you
Hangover
can't skip
drives
that
are bad.
shit, you know.
That's what deterred one of my one of my best friends from school from coming back. She lives in St. Louis, and she was like going to come
She
back
could
on
have caught it. She
Saturday.
could have ride from Friedman.
And she didn't want to like drive back on Sunday feeling like crap. So
Yeah.
she was like, I think I'm gonna pass.
I've got to
That's
where
all
are they
right.
now? Not relevant to the game last
Yeah.
week or Monday, but Sarah Shit Show Miller.
Oh,
Formerly
It's
of Love
Miller
Garden.
time.
Yes.
She drove to my wedding in September from California. Drove here
Love
to
it.
be here for my wedding, and she said she's definitely going to come back this summer for like a weekend visit. I don't know when, but I will start texting her tonight and be like,
Somebody needs to pick her up for a week.
Yep, perfect.
"Oh shit."
Everyone's got room for Miller time.
Yes.
Everyone's got room for
yeah.
a shit show on their team. I definitely
Absolutely.
let her play on mine.
Only if you have a shopping cart.
When I saw the shopping cart
Oh my
shit
God.
on Mass Street with like the Superman and then a guy in a champagne costume, I thought of Sarah Miller immediately.
Speaking of the champagne costume guy, that was one of our doctors at Lawrence Memorial Hospital.
Hey, thanks, LMH.
Shout out to Dr. Heeb.
Ooh. He's I'm not gonna get into
Yeah,
that.
one of Elliot's friends made it into that basket. He was not Spider-Man or the champagne guy, but I'm like, oh yay, great.
I was Spider-Man.
Elliot. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Unless you have any more fun, where are they now? Let's do this last game.
Games.
Draw
I like
a
games.
name from the bag. Megan, where's your bag?
All right,
Make it
Chelsea's
bag.
got the bag. So basically, we have a panelist draw a team name from the grab bag. And once you grab it, you have to choose a movie/TV show or series that you think most embodies that team and explain why.
So because there are so many teams left in the bag, I suggest if you don't like your first one, draw a second one, think about it, have two to go for, because
it looks like Chelsea's ready.
Chelsea likes her draw.
So I pulled Muddy Waters out of the bag, and I'm just going to go with Ghost.
seems appropriate.
Fun fact, I heard that they're trying to figure out a way for their jerseys for them to be like, I don't know, forming that
the
the
ghost,
clay.
like, clay.
Yeah.
That's good. Good.
I really want this to happen. So
You're drawing a name, a TV show or movie.
TV show, movie, series. Ari, are you ready?
I think so. I got KTC, and I always said that. Oh God, now that I've been drinking. Those boys that look like Ralph Macchio, the McKee brothers. I always say
the Karate Kid.
The Karate Kid. Their movie is Karate Kid because I always thought the McKee brothers look like Ralph Macchio, and I'm pretty sure I think I know which one is which now. But then I get Lou in there, and I'm like, well, you look like Ralph Macchio too. They all look like.
So then is like Nick Devon like
Cobra Kai.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Sweep the knee, Nick.
All right, Betsy, you ready?
All right, I've got the Ladybird Harpies.
Oh my God.
And this team actually, I don't know if you guys have all seen this movie, but it's hilarious. It's called Wet Hot American Summer. And
I love that movie
spoke to
so
Aries'
much.
heart.
100%.
That's one of my favorite movies.
It is one of
Oh my
my
God.
favorite movies also, and I love it. And it's kind of outlandish. They're kind
So
of wild.
raunchy and horrible.
Yeah, like
I
but
love
they're
it.
like also youthful and fun, and I don't know.
Camp
I have
counselors.
no ill will towards Ladybird Harpies, and it just brings me a lot of joy. So
That is one of my favorite. top. It might be my favorite movie ever.
It's because you were a camp counselor.
Because I was a camp counselor at an all Jewish summer camp in upstate New York, and
explains so
but
much.
it's also like a movie that Steve and I watched probably second or third week of dating. I was like, if he doesn't get this movie, if he doesn't think it's
Break up.
funny,
No.
like it's not gonna happen. But he
I
was
know.
like, oh, I've seen this. I love this movie. I was like, and we will now be married.
do you
So
think relatable for the Harpies?
no, when
Can
you
we do
showed
a
me
summer
this-
camp with the Harpies now for charity? Come on,
when you
guys.
showed me
Yeah.
I was
That's
like,
what you thought
Wet
of?
Hot American Summer immediately.
Cool.
Harpies summer camp charity for the Boys and Girls Club. Let's
Yes.
make it happen.
Let's do it.
All right, Erin.
Okay, so I drew Young Spine, and I'm like, I gotta go with like medical shit, and the first thing that popped into my brain is the bone collector.
That's so dark.
Just a fucking murder mystery. Casey, I'm sorry.
Casey, what are you up
You
to,
made
girl?
me think of murder mysteries.
Who's
Who
the
you killing?
paralyzed Denzel Washington?
No one. But that's the first thing that popped into my brain. I couldn't help it, but I thought about it for a second.
Somebody's face gets burned off with steam in that movie.
It's a
Really good
fucking
movie. It really is.
It's a really good
It's
movie.
like a history trivia movie, and I fucking love it. It's a great movie. That's why it popped into my head. Denzel, word up. But that doesn't describe them at all. But I might as well go with like Scrubs. The TV show Scrubs.
Oh, yeah.
Who's the janitor?
That's a good question.
God. Who hates JD the most? That's a good question. I don't know. Let me think. I'll think about it.
All right. Stacy, you up?
Yes. Okay. And so this team has like been talking about how they're getting older and slower, and
Is it us?
So I would have to go old school,
Wait, what team? What team?
and it is the D holes.
Yes,
That's
you're
so
my
accurate.
boy, Blue.
And that's coming from probably one of the oldest ladies in the league.
Old school.
I actually just watched that movie last night, and I love it when Will Ferrell gets shot in the neck with a trank gun. He's like, "You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy."
You shot yourself in the jugular, man. What?
Awesome. I mean, she's not wrong. That is us. Who's going streaking with us tonight? Streaking at the quad.
Into the gymnasium.
Frank the Tank.
Beham.
Frank
Beham,
the Tank.
he's the streaker.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, Beham.
He's our youngest.
He. That's really sad that he's our youngest. You shouldn't
the
be
crowd
advertising
went
that.
wild.
People, are they young?
I haven't seen a driver's license yet.
Chelsea.
I didn't
Okay.
choose one.
Pick one.
Oh, I
gotta
did
choose
Ghost.
one.
Out of the bag.
Megan, draw a name out of the bag.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing?
I guess. Well, I don't know.
You know. We'll give you a second to think about it.
23rd Street Brewery.
Hey, do we only put our own teams in here? What the fuck?
They're all in there. Did you see how many people?
I wrote them. I know they're all in there.
Okay, just because I want to throw this out here, Sex in the City.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's the Carrie on your team? Come on.
Ooh.
Who's
guys-
the Carrie on your team?
You
Chels?
guys, it's Shipley, because look at how he's always like matching with his outfit, and he wears the socks that say badass and point up to his butt. It's got to be Shipley.
All right, Shipley's
He's
Carrie.
married to the mayor.
He is married to the mayor.
All right, done. He's married to Mrs. Big.
Nailed it.
Done. Mic drop. But not really.
Don't drop these mics. They don't belong to me. Okay. So any other fun little tasks that I've missed on the paperwork, because I tend to skip things when I've been drinking.
This just in from Becca Kickball. That's what she's
Ooh.
called on my phone.
Okay.
So she said, "Yeah, I played this weird position. This is about the tournament today.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I
They
played
put her
this
in a
weird.
weird fucking
No,
spot.
because they don't have a pitcher. Your team
it's self-pitch.
pitches.
It's like
yeah,
Salina
yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Gotcha.
So she says she played in front of second, like right behind the pitcher.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
like
charts,
basically
like crashing.
played the pitcher
Pitcher.
position.
Sure.
And she said she caught everything that came to her.
Yeah, girl.
So she played.
Yeah,
Where
you
did she-
did.
what did she say where she was in the kicking lineup?
Oh, let me ask her.
Okay, we'll come back to that. So here are your important dates to remember. Get your calendar out. If it's on your phone or on a piece of paper, Erin, get your calendar out. April 16th, next Saturday, KVKL Yard and Plant Sale. It'll be at the corner of 11th and Connecticut. Payment is due. Registration is due. Get that shit in. I used to do that for years and years, and it is stressful for me to think that people aren't coming back. I know you're all coming back. Don't make us wait. We can't release a schedule. We, the board, cannot release a schedule until we know who's coming back. So if you actually want to know when you're playing and where you're playing, get your shit together. You know who your team is. Talk to your sponsors. If you need help with a sponsor, call me. I'm really good at talking people into giving us money. It's really what I'm really good at. Ref Clinic, May 1st. Captain's meeting, May 1st. May 8th, preseason tournament. Information to come later. Week 1 of KVKL Kickball, May 15th. Is that Mother's Day?
It is Mother's Day.
May 8th is Mother's
It's
Day.
KU graduation weekend, so plan
Mother's
ahead.
Day is
Oh
the
no,
8th.
yeah,
It's
the spring
yeah,
tournament is on Mother's Day.
Spring tournament's Mother's Day, May 15th, week 1. It is also KU graduation. Please plan ahead. We're playing through all the way to July. July 3rd will be off. We wrote down that the Kickballs for All clinic will probably be around June 18th. That is our tentative date. Tentative.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to be out of town.
People might be out of town,
Celebrating our
but we got to
anniversary.
do it. We're going to try to do it early. If all goes as planned and there are no rainouts, the KVKL tournament will start July 31st. Start your planning, please. Just look ahead because your teammates need you. KVKL is going into 20 years, guys, and we've got a lot planned. The board has so much on their plate this year, and if they ask you for volunteers, step up. We would love to see new volunteers. I'm sick of seeing the same 40 faces. That's not true. I love seeing the same 40 faces.
But it
we
would be
would like
nice
to
to
see
see
a
some
lot
more,
more.
like the same, like 80 faces.
But if there's 800 people in this league and I'm seeing 40 faces, that's what, 0.5%? Come on, people. Do the work. Put it in because it's so much fun. Huh?
yeah, and next
Do
week
more.
we have the yard sale. So if you'd like to come and help set up, work at, or take down, we would love to have you out. And we also need tables.
Come buy
so
some
like
shit.
folding tables.
I can give you those from work.
You know, I mean, if you think about it, there's this guy that just joined the league last year, and he like really stepped up.
Zubalevich.
I like that guy already.
Let's go, Mike.
Drink.
I like
Thanks,
that
Mike.
guy already.
Oh, and Becca was 6th kicker or maybe 7th. She can't remember.
I'm not upset. I'm not totally upset about that. Yeah. Still
She's
beef,
fucking good.
boys. She's great. Still beef. Okay. We've been talking for an hour and a half, and one of the first podcasts ever was only like 20 minutes. So we're tripling that because we're a boss. And I would like to thank everyone who listened tonight. I can see that there's 7 of you currently listening right now. There's a little lag. So yay, cheers for you. Everybody drink. Cougar, bring us more
Woo!
drinks.
Joining us.
And also, nobody knew this was happening.
So surprise listening. Hopefully I do this right and figure out how to download it and listen to it later. Thank you very much for listening. I am Erin Airbear Adams. Almost summertime Stacy. Woo! Chelsea Miss Scandalous.
That's a fact.
Lady Megan Hammond.
Yep.
Ari likes it harder.
sure does.
Betsy the Traveling Turkey Skinner.
Always traveling. Nice to see you. Thanks for having me.
You will see a portion of us again later on. I'll probably be on a podcast here or there. The podcasts will be at Jazz House again, as far as I know. That just might be tea. But please attend the podcast. They're a lot of fun, and the Jazz House does so much for the Kickball League, and they deserve to have your money for $2,
Great drink
$2.50 almost
specials,
anything.
yeah.
$2.50 almost anything. Be on the lookout for KVKL beer specials at Cork and Barrel. Please shop local. Support our sponsors, you guys.
Yep. And hey, cheers to 20 years, kids.
Cheers. 20 years. Woo!
And also this yard sale this week. It's not just a yard sale; it's a plant sale too.
Bring your plants.
Yeah,
Legal.
Don't
legal.
bring your plants. Come buy plants.
Buy plants. They're
Buy
only
plants.
legal. Legal plants. Pick up your cigarette butts. Pick up your glass. Clean up after yourselves. and
Only
we'll
bring
see you-
cans.
We'll see you soon.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
Rock Chalk.
Zubaleski.
Wait, that was wrong.
Zubalevich.
Zubalevich. Totally wrong.
Zubalevich. With so much confidence.
Zubalevich.
Zubalevich.
Zubalizu. Mike, we love you.
Zubalevich.
I can literally never stop recording if I want to.
We can go all night.